Bridge Day is this Saturday, and if you want to keep the fun going after the final jump, Scriptless in Seattle is bringing their one-of-a-kind show to the historic Fayette Theater to round off Bridge Day with a good laugh. With the cold, wintry months ahead of us, most people think that you don't have to worry about fire safety. But according to the Beckley Fire Department, winter is the most dangerous time for fires. And as you can see, even though there's no snow on the ground, everyone here is having some wintry fun. Well, the sun has just set and they have kicked off their annual A Walk Through Bethlehem live nativity scene. This nativity scene is a walk-through display where you'll go through various scenes of Joseph and Mary's journey before the birth of Jesus. When people think of a red carpet, most think of movie premieres out of Hollywood. But the historic Fayette Theater brought its own red carpet experience to Fayetteville at the Gaines Estate, where many people dress to impress to walk the red carpet. The Holiday of Lights is such a beautiful and special event, and luckily for us, it only takes one tank of gas to get here. There's a lot more to do here at the Holiday of Lights than just drive through it. They have a whole walking display that people can go park and go visit. They can go see Santa Claus himself, go ice skating, or visit their mistletoe Christmas market. So Grinch, I have a very important question for you. Do you intend on stealing Christmas this year?
Yes.
Oh, you hear that, audience? Watch out. You may catch him this holiday season.
Every last one.
At the Glen Jean National Guard Armory for Newswatch, I'm Serena Davanzo. If you want to work on your golf game, then you want to come out to Tea Time in Oak Hill. No matter your skill level, this is always fun for everyone. Well, hopefully you'll shoot better than I did. Thanks, Tiger. The weather is absolutely beautiful out here tonight for this nativity scene. We're here with the coordinator, Christy, of the nativity scene. Can you tell us a bit about why you guys decide to do this?
About 15 years ago, God laid it on my heart to do the Walk Through Bethlehem. And a friend of mine, Shelly Mitchell, she took my idea with me and we started it back then. And it just keeps growing every year. And it's just a blessing to the community. And it's something that God laid on my heart to do for our community.
Okay, and you said this started about 15 years ago. And can you tell me a bit about how it started versus where it is today?
When we first started, we weren't really sure what we were going to do. I had went to a couple of live nativities and they didn't have everything that we have, but it just kind of planted the seed. So we would add a little bit, we would have maybe a shepherd's pen and we had a couple of different outlets in there, but we didn't have it as extravagant as it is now.
Oh, well, I'm personally very excited to see the nativity scene. It's going to be happening at 6 to 9 tonight and 6 to 9 tomorrow. We'll catch you guys later then at 6. Back to you at the anchor desk, Tigra.
And Governor Jim Justice was in Bluefield to celebrate the opening of a section of the King Cole Highway. And Newswatch anchor Serena Davanzo attended the ceremony. She has all the details. Check it out.
In Bluefield, a 3-mile stretch of the King Cole Highway has just opened. The project cost $68 million and is funded by Justice's larger $2.8 billion Roads to Prosperity program. According to the Division of Highways, the King Cole Highway will open up travel across 90 miles of southern West Virginia. Governor Justice explains the importance of the program.
Now, absolutely, without any question, there's been 3 priorities for me from the standpoint of our roads, and that's the Coalfield Expressway, the King Cole Highway here, and up north, or the Eastern Panhandle, Quarter H. Why is that? And the reason was really simple to me. This absolutely is your bridge to so much economic development and prosperity when, I hate to say it, but in many, many, many ways, we ran off and left southern West Virginia. Well, that's not going to happen on my watch. There's no humanly way.
These 3 highways will look to connect West Virginia more directly with major population centers. The founder of the Kanawha Stone Company, who was contracted with the project back in 2018, explains the benefits this program has produced.
We're standing here today celebrating the completion of the John Nash Airport project at $61.2 million. This job provided $7.5 million of paychecks to West Virginians, $23 million to West Virginia contractors, and approximately $4 million to local businesses around this area. Along with this job and 17 others that we have completed totaling $248 million, Governor, we and our employees thank you for the Roads to Prosperity program.
After the ceremony to commemorate the opening, Governor Justice led a group of vehicles to be the first drivers on this highway. In Bluefield for Newswatch, I'm Serena Davanzo. Spooky season has begun, and if you're looking for a scare, you can go right this way to Lewisburg, where you'll find Miller's haunted nightmare farm. But how did this nightmarish farm come to be? Co-owner Ron Miller tells his strange story.
It's really strange. We started with a corn maze years ago. I developed a corn maze. My neighbors thought I was crazy, seeing me a lot around my cornfield cutting paths. And then at the end of the season, we decided to plant the corn maze. And my son just loved it. Both of my sons loved it. My daughter worked in it. We did that for a while and then closed it down and then opened back up again a few years ago with this. So it's kind of a continuation of tradition.
But don't be deceived. This farm is more than just a walking tour. It's a full immersive show with a pre-show parade and a bonfire. That pre-show happens to be Miller's favorite part of the experience.
But last year they came out this entrance, this exit gate here, and at one point all the actors would, at a certain song we'd introduce the night, and then they'd play a song and they'd come busting out. And that was fun. This year they're gathering up on that end, kind of in a battlefield formation. And they'll go through the Star Spangled Banner, and then after that, they pick their victims. And it's just fun watching kids get under tables. They're just, you know, you watch a 11-year-old crawl under the table because it scares them all of a sudden, but then they laugh.
The scare actors work to create these characters, and they play a big role in designing them.
They'll spend 3 or 4 hours over here one Sunday night going through that whole thing. We run 2 scare schools. We'll have people here weekends running scare school where they can learn how to, you know, we want them to do a good job. We don't want them just to jump out and say boo. We want them actually to be into their character. In fact, we encourage them not to go out of character. Most of the people who act will have something they want to be, and then they'll work with Berkeley, who's the head person of the haunt part, and they'll develop those characters, they'll develop the makeup.
And these ghouls are just dying to meet you.
Hi, I'm Dr. Payne!
Let's play!
Run! Run! My name's Boo Boo. How you doing?
But this haunt isn't for the faint of heart. Miller states that no matter the age, people either love it or hate it.
You know, and it's hard for me to say. I've seen 5-year-olds go in and enjoy themselves. I've seen 15-year-olds that won't go. So it just varies. I've seen adults go in and wet their britches. I mean, you know, and then you get others go in and just think it's a blast, and then you have others say, well, that didn't scare me at all.
If you're interested in this frightening experience, it's $20 per person for the farm, but you can get a fast pass for $40 if you buy ahead online. But for those not interested in going into the haunted farm, you can enjoy refreshments and activities such as escape rooms, axe throwing, or their new archery game, Headshot. The prices for these activities vary, but you can purchase a game pass for $30. So whether or not you love the thrill of being scared, or you just want to spend some time with good friends and family, you can come on down to Miller's Haunted Nightmare Farm here in Lewisburg. For Newswatch, I'm Serena Davanzo.